Welcome, Whānau, to this Blackstone Fortress battle report with your humble host, New Zealand's #1, the Māori Wargamer. Here we are exploring our fourth and final Blackstone Fortress stronghold known as the Deathmaze. As the maglev chamber comes to a halt, you enter a twisted and warped chamber that at one point was the bridge of the Chaos Vessel Impaler. Above the bloodthirsty snarls of Chaos Beastmen and the profane shouts of traitor guardsmen, you hear the distant, bellowing voice of Obsidius Mallex, Lord of the Servants of the Abyss. So that's a bit of the flavor text there as we step foot into the stronghold after surviving 4 challenge cards to get here. We've come through bloodied. Well, Pious Vaughn came through the most bloodied, 2 grievous wounds, Thaddeus wounded, 025 wounded, Brandon RAUSS still good to go, but a bit bloodied. It's going to delay our advance through the Blackstone Fortress. We do have a bit of gear, a bit of equipment from Precipice, but it's going to be a rough ride. So Whānau, I'm so excited to have you here. Blackstone Fortress, Stronghold Assault, 4th and final, the last one there until we hit the hidden vault, free our friends. Our trapped explorers, we have Janice Drake, we have Emmeline Shadowspear, we have Esperin Locano, we have the Kroot Hunter, the Kroot Tracker, Diak Grek. 4 heroes trapped somewhere within the fortress. Our new 4 explorers have fought, have gained equipment, have gained experience, have fought the different creatures and monsters of the Blackstone Fortress. And here we are, final stronghold, about to come to a thrilling end, an epic conclusion with the Māori Wargamer. And this, Whānau, is what tabletop gaming is all about. If we take a quick look through the Deathmaze, we have 2 Chaos Beastmen lying here. We have an escape path here. These 2 are supposed to be up there. 2 more Chaos Beastmen. We have a bunch of Negavolt cultists. Remember, these guys are high-powered melee monsters. Ignore cover, ignore defense with their electro prodders. We have a bunch of traitor guardsmen. We have the big daddy of the Deathmaze, Obsidius Mallex, colored in the colors of the Emperor's Children, who he now serves. This aligns with an upcoming battle report we have. The Slaanesh Emperor's Children versus the Ynnari. So check that out. Warhammer Wednesdays coming to you very soon. So 3 Chaos Space Marines, 2 Rogue Psychers, and a bunch of Traitor Guardsmen there as well. So our boys have quite the mission prepared for them as they work to battle their way through the Deathmaze. Imperial Robot 025, the Rattling Twins REIN and RAUSS, Nistoran Priest, Thaddeus the Purifier, and Missionary Zealot Pious Vaughn work their way to get through the stronghold, defeat Obsidius Mallex, and make their way to the escape route over here through the grinding chamber. That's going to rotate every turn, hopefully allowing an escape through for some of us. So that's going to be the focal point. We're going to fight our way through all these enemies to the final threat down here and escape the stronghold, destroy the stronghold, defeat Obsidius Mallex, who has been hunting us since Stronghold 1. Easy pickings, boy. We're going to get through him. We're going to fight our way. We're going to find our friends, and we're going to unlock the hidden vault. So, Whānau, prepare yourselves for entertainment abound, adventure abound as we battle through the final stronghold. 3 we have conquered so far. This is the last one remaining. Our friends, our heroes are going to make their way through, break through and into the hidden vault with your accompaniment. We're so excited to have you here, Whānau. Stronghold Assault, number 4, the Deathmaze. Can they make it? Will they die? We'll find out. Hopefully not. In the solo battle report, Blackstone Fortress, been a long time since I've filmed. Finally good to be coming back to you. started to get back into the hobby there finally. The whole COVID-19 stuff had me a bit down. So yeah, you know, I've just ordered my first new set of guys, Death Watch veterans. Just really happy to get back into the hobby again. It's been a pretty rough time, so I'm excited to get back and start filming and hopefully, you know, get some viewers and, you know, let's just hang out and just game and play and do what we want to do, eh? It's been a rough time, so we're all past that, excited. Stronghold is sold, the Deathmaze, multi-wargamer. Let's kick in turn number 1. Alright, so to conquer this stronghold, in order to conquer, Obsidius Mallex must be slain and all of the explorers that are not out of action must be in the maglev transport escape chamber at the start of the event phase. So our 5 adventurers need to travel through all these enemies, grinding chamber here, gonna allow entrance, defeat Obsidius and get out through here. So we've got a long slog, but I'm prepared to go through that journey with you all. I hope you'll accompany me through this adventure. It'd be great to have you with me. As we make our way through, Stronghold Assault, Blackstone Fortress, multi-wargamer battle report. Let's kick into turn number 1. Roll for initiative, figure everything out. Stay with me, multi-wargamer. Alright, so initiative deck drawn for turn number 1, Blackstone Fortress. Stronghold Assault, the Deathmaze. REIN and RAUSS activating first. Hostile group 2, which is the groups of Trader Guardsmen here and here. Hostile group 1, these boys here, Space Marines, Rogue Psychers, Pious, 025. Group 3, which is the Negavolts, Thaddeus, group number 4, which is the Chaos Beastmen. Happy with that action. I'm not going to make any movements to jump the line, make any gambits. Happy with that. We'll see how everything plays out, because I know we've got groups 2 there, out of sight of everyone. Groups 1 can't really do anything with the grinding chamber still in rotation. So we'll see how things play out. We'll go to turn number 1, activating first, REIN and RAUSS. Activation number 1 of the Deathmaze, REIN and RAUSS triggering off first, the Rattling Twins, making a move 2 squares over here, and going to engage with the Chaos Beastmen. So RAUSS is going to open fire with the sniper rifle, range 2 to 3. We're rolling 2 blue dice. So double Grievous, double crits, come on baby, double crits, one crit, 1 blankie, 1 guy dead. Alright, 1 destiny dice spent on General Grievous. Hold up, I'll just double check the card. Alright, so spent a destiny dice. This guy, we only managed to kill 1 because these guys have 3 wounds apiece. So 1 beastman dead, 1 still alive. REIN and RAUSS, they still have 3 wounds remaining. Then we've got activation, Trader Guardsmen here. Activation, Chaos Space Marines. Then we've got Pious and 025. So we're good to go. We're going to go into hostile activation number 2. Second for turn number 1, so don't go anywhere. Second activation for turn number 1, hostile group 2, the Trader Guardsmen. Here and here, rolling off the behavior table. No line of sight to an explorer. Oh, bruh. 19. So that's a rush action. We'll find out what that does and come back to you. Alright, so roll 19 actually, that is an onslaught action. Onslaught, attack the closest explorer that is in range and visible to the hostile. So no one visible to hostile group 2. So nothing is going to happen, and we'll move right along to hostile group 1, which is the Chaos Space Marines. Activation number 3, so starting with Chaos Space Marines, they've rolled a 15 on the Blackstone die. That is a charge action, so they're going to move in the range of the Chaos Space Marine. Let me double check. That is a movement 2. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, the boys. Obsidius Mallex, to roll for him on the Blackstone die. 15 as well. Whew. It's a common number. So 15 for Obsidius as a rush action, so he's going to move 2. And then take a charge action, which is going to move again. So the way the grinding chamber is angled, he's going to move here, and then he can only move there. So that's where he will end his turn, out of sight from the rest of his enemies. And then off to the Rogue Psychus for the final little bit of this activation. Alright, and the final activation for Hostile Group 1, the Rogue Psychus rolled an 8, which is hold, so do nothing, so they will stay in place, waiting for the arrival of more enemies. So that's activation number 3 for turn number 1, Blackstone Fortress, the Deathmaze Stronghold. We'll move into activation number 1 now for Pious Spawn R025, so don't go anywhere. Alright, so next activation number 4, turn number 1, Missionary Zealot Pious Vaughn. Moves forward, advanced by their bionic muscle fibers that we bought through the last Precipice, increasing movement speed by 1. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, boom, right here, gonna sweep in with their Cleansing Flames. Alright, so Cleansing Flames, 2 blue dice into the Chaos Beastmen. Let's roast them up. Roast them up, flame on! 1 critties, 1 woundy, 1 guy dead. And we're going to spend some activation, Destiny dice. Rinse and repeat. Oh, nothing. Alright. So we've got 1 guy here, 1 Chaos Beastman here, 1 Chaos Beastman here. Into activation for R025. All good, we're all good. Turn number 1. Don't worry, don't start sweating yet. We've got plenty to go. Activation for R025, Imperial Robot. He simply just stood still to recover his wound, so he's got 2 activation dice available to him now. And into Hostile Group 3 activation, rolling the Blackstone die. Number 7, that will be a charge action. So they will move and they will attack. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Oh, 1, 2, 1, 2. So this guy is going to get to attack into Pious, who will spin around. Negavolt into Pious Spawn. Electro Goad sparking in. Oh shit. Blankies. So Pious Spawn will be good to go. As we move into the next activation, Thaddeus the Purifier. Alright, so Thaddeus the Purifier, his activation, second to last of turn number 1. He's going to activate his rallying cry. He's going to call upon the Emperor. In the name of the Emperor, the Holy Emperor of mankind, I cleanse you of any damage done upon thee. Removing his wound counter, flipping R025 to a regular wound counter apart from a grievous wound. So that's 1 dice done. Bazinga. He's got 2 dice, a 6 and a 2 left to activate with. So we're going to move 1, 2. He's going to fight this Negavolt that's attacking into Pious. So Servo Stubber, 2 purples into the Negavolt Cultist. Nega. Bolts. Brother is dead. Yep, wins 2. He is dead. Oh, wait a minute. He gets to roll Blackstone dice 2 times. Where is it? Oh, right here. Voltergeist Field. No Voltergeist Field. He is dead. Good riddance. And I guess we're going to move. I use the final Blackstone dice to move them into the same square as Pious Vaughn. So the missionary, minister and priest, and the missionary zealot will rest together. At the final activation for the adventurers, Last activation left for Chaos Beastman. Only one left on the battlefield. This dude here. Let's see what he does. He is in number 4. Chaos Beastman. He's close. Number 4. He's going to do an onslaught action. So Chaos Beastman, onslaught. Final activation for turn number 1. The Chaos Beastman are going to unleash an onslaught. So attack the closest hostile, and then attack the next closest hostile. So firstly into Pious Vaughn, purple dice with his pistol and melee weapon. Blanky. And then he's going to shoot again into Thaddeus. Another Blanky. And that is good to go. That will end turn number 1. Stronghold Assault number 4. The final one, the Deathmaze. Yoo-hoo-hoo! Stronghold Assault number 4, the Deathmaze. We've eliminated 3 Chaos Beastmen. Is repairing himself with his repair protocols. The Rattling Twins are moving forward. 2 Negavolts coming here. Be careful of these Negavolts. The Negavolts are quite deadly in close combat and when they're with mates. Oh, some spicy stuff on the way there, whānau. As we look to make our way through the final stronghold, salvation lies here. Escape lies with the death of Obsidius, the Lord of the Deathmaze. Oh, spicy stuff there, whānau. Spicy indeed. Blackstone Fortress, man, what a cool game. Solo play. I'm currently playing it solo myself. Yeah, man. COVID ripped through everything. I need to rechange my, rejig the schedule, rejig everything. And here we are. Solo play, Blackstone Fortress. Let's get it done. We'll redraw the initiative deck. Sort things out. Turn number 2, see how things go. As we work our way, our heroes will look to conquer the Deathmaze. So may the Emperor protect. We'll see how things go. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere, whānau. The Deathmaze, multi-wargamer. Subscribe if you haven't already. Alright, whānau. So final activation for turn number 1. The Chaos Beastman hostile group number 4 are rolling on the behavior table. Number 5. Chaos Beastman number 5, they are close. That will be an onslaught action right there. So onslaught action for the Chaos Beastman. They will attack the closest guy, being impious, and they will attack into Thaddeus. So 1 Blanky into Thaddeus, rolling again. A Blanky. So Blanky, that's the end of turn number 1. Blackstone Fortress, the Deathmaze. We'll re-roll the initiative deck, figure things out, and then move into turn number 2. So stay with us, don't go anywhere as we look to explore Blackstone Fortress, the Deathmaze, conquer it with our brave explorers. Don't go anywhere. Multi-wargamer, tabletop gaming at its finest. A humble New Zealand wargamer presenting exciting entertainment for you all. Reroll, come back to you, don't go anywhere. Alright, so initiative for turn number 2. Dealt out, we've got REIN and RAUSS, we've got hostile group 4 Chaos Beastmen, we have Thaddeus, hostile group 1, I forget who that is Obsidius Mallex and his group. Hostile group 3, that one is the Negavolts, Pious Vaughn, and then the Trader Guardsman last. So that's initiative for turn number 2 as we look to fight our way through the Deathmaze. Stay with us, this is exciting, this is engaging combat. REIN and RAUSS again. The Rattling Twins kicking off initiative turn number 2. Don't go anywhere as we move into their activation. Alright, so activation number 1, turn number 2. The Rattling Twins. REIN is going to open fire with his sniper rifle into the Negavolt cultists. 2 standing side by side. 2 shots piercing through, spending an activation dice and a destiny dice. 1 critties. We get to roll the Voltergeist Field. The Voltergeist Field ineffective. 1 more shot from the sniper. He's going to line up and take another piercing shot through into the brains. Alright, so 1 Negavolt cultist dead, 1 more left to go. We can take him out with 1 more crit hit. Sniper shot ready to blow his brains out. 3, 2, 1. Brains gone. Oh, brains gone. Voltergeist Field on a 20. Nope. Brain splattered everywhere. He is gone. And final activation, Double Trouble. They will both move together. Taking a movement action. 1, 2. No. 1, 2, 1. Oh, no, not that way. So this way is going to lead him down a tunnel to the Traded Guardsman. So let's move 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright, so everyone seems to be grouping up here in the north. Hostile group 4, Chaos Beastmen up next. Alright, activation number 2, turn number 2. Hostile group number 4, the Chaos Beastmen. Break their skulls and eat their hearts. This dude here is going to attack. Rolling on the behavior dice. Number 9. Number 9, he is in close combat. That will equal an onslaught. So he's going to attack and then attack again. So pistol or melee weapon. Pistol, we're going to shoot into Thaddeus. Blanky. And then again, pistol will shoot into Pius. Regular wound. Alright, so Pius is in the most danger actually. Pius has already suffered 2 grievous wounds, so not in a hardy position to start losing wounds. We'll see what Pius can do. We're rolling a square dice for defense. So defense roll for Pius Vaughn. Nope. Oh, Pius is good to go. Good to go, don't worry about it. And into Thaddeus's activation. Alright, so before Thaddeus moves, going to activate the Destiny dice, a 3-up activation to trigger the servo stubber. So that's the little skull with the gun attached. Let's unleash a volley of fire into the Chaos Beastman here. So 2 purples shooting in now. 1 Grievous into the Chaos Beasties. And that is enough to kill the Chaos Beastman. Bang! And so we've still got 4 more activations left to go. He is gonna charge. Alright, so 1, 2. That's 1 activation. 3, 4, that is 2 activations. Next one here, we're gonna activate his Power Maul and Las Pistol. We're gonna go for 2 activations with that. Swinging and activating. 0. And that is enough. Voltergeist Fields. Nothing. Nothing. He's dead. Alright, baby. So, Thaddeus killed a Chaos Beastman, strolls across, wipes out one of the Negavolt cultists. He is good to go. Next up is 025. Way back. Hasn't even left the chamber. He is going to rumble in. So don't go anywhere. 025 activating next. Alright, so activation for Hostile Group 1. Chaos Space Marines here. They're going to advance, moving to the nearest explorer. However, the grinding chamber has rotated. They cannot get into it and they are blocked out. So they're not going to make a move. Over here, Obsidius Mallex has made an advanced move, so he's moved forward 2 squares. He's about to move down and step into this corridor and move and encounter our heroes. And over here, the Rogue Psychers have rolled a 4, so they will simply do nothing this turn. holding their position until a later time. So moving into activation for hostile group 3, that will be the Negavolt cultists, who are all dead at this point. We'll see if they come back as reinforcements. And final activation for our friendly units. Pious Vaughn, Missionary Zealot, is going to activate. Pious will make a bionic movement with the muscle fibers, moving 1, 2, 3. 3 squares forward. There's 1. We don't want to step into here, so defensive fire hexes are set up. That's reactionary shots from the flamers. Will unleash a volley of flames in. So I'm going to move 1, 2, 3 here, end their turn, and then into the final activation for the Trader Guardsman for turn number 2. Final activation for hostile group 2, turn number 2. The Trader Guardsmen, we're going to roll on the behavior table. They are in cover. Number 4, in cover, so they will take an aim action. Alright, so the first group here, Flamer Guy is going to move up. He was too far of range, so he's going to move forward 2 hexes, here. This group here, we have 2 pistol guys rolling square dice, and the lasgun guy rolling a purple, so shooting into Thaddeus. Alright, and 2 hits. Now both these shots will ignore cover as per aim, so that will be 2. Thaddeus will make 2 defense rolls against the shots going into him. And he is good as gravy. Minister and Priest, good to go. Final attack from the Sergeant here. And a blankie. Alright, finally, so end of turn number 2. Blackstone Fortress, the Deathmaze, Stronghold Assault. Turn number 2. So we have Thaddeus and Pius moving forward here. This is going to rotate 60 degrees. So still blocked off at the moment. These dudes here, these dudes safe here, these dudes here about to attack. Pius will be able to get in next turn. Rolling the event table for turn number 2, end of turn 2. 19. Heroic effort. Pick an explorer out of action. I get to make a vitality roll for an explorer. We shall go with 025. Let's go vitality. Bring back to full. Boots. That's a critical. Is fully recovered. Thaddeus fully recovered. REIN and RAUSS 1 regular wound. These 2 on 2 grievous. So that was a good roll for the event phase. We're going to re-roll initiative. Pan things out, see how we go as we work our way through the Deathmaze. Tough challenges abound in the Blackstone Fortress. Alright, initiative for turn number 3, 025, kicking us off. Thaddeus the Purifier. Hostile group 3, the Negavolts. REIN and RAUSS. Hostile group 1, the Space Marines, Obsidius and Rogue Psychers. Pius, Beastmen, Trader Guardsmen going last once again. So we'll see how things pan out. Kick straight in 025, Imperial Robot. Imperial Robot 025 spends 1 Destiny dice to move forward 2 squares, steering down this corridor towards the Imperial, the Trader Guardsman here. He's going to spend 2 5-up activation dice, one of his own, one of the Destiny dice, to fire his assault cannon twice. He's going to clear this band out here. The goal of this stronghold is to kill Obsidius, and has a piece of equipment that can help him do that. He's got Anzian's Pseudo-Genitor. Pick a hostile that is adjacent, invisible. That hostile suffers a number of wounds equal to the score of the activation dice. So if we use a 6-up activation dice, you can deal 6 damage to Obsidius, which will actually kill him. So is going to brave the fray through here. A whole bunch of guys. Clear this path, walk in here. Because if we could keep waiting for the grinding chamber to turn around, we could get through. However, another passage is going to open up here. So we're going to rely on is going to open fire. Assault cannon. Assault cannon, 2 blue dice, rolling in. 1 guy dead. 1 guy blanky. It's enough to take out the sergeant. And then the other 5. 2 blue dice, rolling in. 1 critty, 1 guy wounded. So we'll kill the grenade boy and this guy on 1 wound remaining. We've still got 2 more activation dice left. Alright, so 025 finished up wiping out 2 guys there, wounding this guy, and then finish his move, moving on to the square with Pius Vaughn here, waiting for this to rotate next turn. Thaddeus' activation now, he's made a move and he's going to spend 2 activation dice to swing in with his power maul. And he's got 1 6-up dice left. What to do. He's got that bunch there. He's going to move forward 2. And he's just going to wait here behind this terrain. So he's good to go. Activation number 3, hostile group 3, which is the Negavolt cultists. Alright, fathers, so end of activation for REIN and RAUSS. Recovered their final wound, so they're back to full health as well. With Thaddeus, with 025, Pius Vaughn is still injured, but still yet to activate. So they're all gathered here on this area here. Cover here, cover here. These guys are going to need to move forward and along into the opening. Waiting for this to rotate. We are good to go. So we'll move into activation for hostile group 1, which will be Obsidius and the boys. So we'll see what happens there. Roll the Blackstone dice. Number 3. Whew. End of activation for hostile group 1. Rolling a 3, sneak. So Obsidius moves back here. He's waiting for the grinding chamber to spin around once again. These guys are waiting as well. Nothing that they can do. Oh, wait a minute. They can move into the grinding chamber and then wait. And then these guys are going to hold their position. Pius Vaughn's activation. Pius Vaughn will simply wait. And then hostile group 4, which is the Negavolt cultists. See if they come back. Nope. And hostile group 2, the Trader Guardsmen. They are out of sight to everyone. Hidden. So an 18 will be a charge action. So they'll move towards the nearest. 1, 2. Charge. So that charging, so they move once and then they'll move again. Alright, just got a bunch gathered up here. And then these guys. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 2. Alright, so it's all about to go down. We've got a big dog pile beginning to brew over here. Trader Guardsmen, both groups have regrouped, splitting from here, moving into the central space. We've got full health explorers ready to go. The grinding chamber will rotate now as we end turn number 3, move into activation number 4. So Obsidius is still locked out, thankfully, but the path is open to these guys, so we're going to need to make quick work of the Chaos Space Marines. Luckily, we have the support facilities of the Long Hauler Gamma, of the Clarion, ready to go, which will allow us to activate gambits without spending dice. It's about to get heaps spicy though, Fano. Stay with us. Blackstone Fortress, the Deathmaze. We'll see what happens as our explorers continue their battle against the forces of Obsidius Mallex. We'll roll the event dice as we end turn number 3. Unfulfilled destiny. Do not make a destiny dice roll at the start of the next turn. That's not what we wanted, but we're going to roll with the punches there, baby. Moving in turn number 4. Initiative track for turn number 4, Blackstone Fortress, the Deathmaze. Final stronghold for our explorers to run through before they find the location of the hidden vault. 025 Thaddeus, Obsidius and his mates, hostile group 4, that is the Chaos Beastmen, REIN and RAUSS, Pious Vaughn, Negavolts, and the Trader Guardsmen again. They're just having no luck with the initiative deck, rolling nothing but 2s, well, last of the turn. We'll swing in, moving into activation number 1, turn number 4. Kicking off 025. We have enemies surrounding us on all sides, so let's open fire and clear it out, Actually, I'm going to spend the Clarion support systems so we can make some agility rolls. Going to spend the Clarion support system, the infrawave land haulers, Lord Hailers. So rolling agility, let's make a gambit. Boom! Pious Vaughn, he will jump up. That's already good enough, but let's do REIN and RAUSS as well, because we don't want those Chaos Space Marines activating right next to us. REIN and RAUSS, agility is a blue agility. And they are good to go. Alright, so all my boys will activate first. Enemies activate last. It's just what we need. Let's start clearing out the group. 025 going to punch in with his Power Claw. We've got no Destiny dice this time, so we're going to make 6 rolls with the Power Claw into the Chaos Space Marines here. So first lot going in. One wound. Second wave of attacks. Second wave of attacks. A Grievous and a 1. So that's 4 wounds, and that's enough to kill the Space Marine. And then one more wave of attacks, punching in with that bright orange Power Claw. Let's go. Blankies. Okay, we can deal with Blankies. 1 Chaos Space Marine felled by the mighty Power Claw. Still got a bit more combat on the way, don't go anywhere. Into Thaddeus the Purifier. Alright, Thaddeus the Purifier unleashes a rallying cry to recover the lost wound of Pious Vaughn. Strengthens the resolve of the party. Starts with that, and then he's going to unleash his Servo Stubber into the crowd gathered around him. 2 purple dice. 1 activation. Let's kill some Trader Guardsmen. No. Damn it. We got 2 more dice though, so spending 1 more. 1 guy dead. And we got 1 more dice to activate. Sustained fire, Servo Stubber. Blankies. Alright, we'll kill the Sergeant. That's enough. Not that good with him. Pious Vaughn up next. We got some Cleansing Flames on the way, I'm sure. Don't worry, we got it. Alright, so Missionary Zealot Pious Vaughn revs up his Vindicated Chainsword and going to unleash it into the Chaos Space Marine here. We're looking for 2 Grievous. 2 Grievous wounds. Alright, 1 Grievous, 1 regular wound. I'll just double check the damages. Alright, so I'm not sure if I'm reading this right. The Chaos Space Marines should be a bit bulkier than they are. One regular wound equals 1 wound, then 1 grievous equals 3 wounds. Chaos Space Marine has 4 wounds total. So I just killed another Chaos Space Marine before he even had the chance to attack. Now I don't know if that's right, seems pretty easy. Let me know if I'm wrong. You know, if I'm wrong, I'd like to know for future. However, we're just having a good narrative experience, really. These boys have been playing for long. We've been battling since 2019 to get through the Blackstone Fortress, so you'll forgive us if we make a few liberties here and there. Into the final activation for our explorers, though. REIN and RAUSS up next. Alright, finally, so end of REIN and RAUSS activation. They wiped out the last 3 guys here. Last 2 guys. Onto activation, hostile group 4, nothing came. Rolling behavior table for hostile group 1. Oh man, they're not having a good time. Sneak. So Obsidius will stay where he is. These guys are going to hold and do nothing as they have done all game. Oh man, the dice are on my side this time, hey. Number 3, let's see if we get any reinforcements for the Negavolts. Nope. And behaviors for the Trader Guardsman. That's a 9. So they will make an advance. So Trader Guardsmen going to advance, so they will move and then attack. Move and then attack. Move and then attack. Move and then attack. And these guys will move. Alright, so we've got a wave of damage about to come into REIN and RAUSS Thaddeus over here. Alright, finally, so advance. This guy's going to attack in with his pistol and close combat weapon into REIN and RAUSS. 2 purples into the Rattling Twins. So 1 miss, 1 grievous. We get to make 1 defense roll. Purples. Blankies, so they've got a wound. First bit of damage they've done to us. And this is a Grievy. Not good at all. Next up, Grenade Boy's going to throw a grenade into the group. Into REIN and RAUSS and into them. We're going to take it with Thaddeus. Thaddeus, what's your defense, my bro? Purples. Oh! 2 in 1 go. Luckily, we're almost at the end of it, so this is always how it happens. And then we've got some long-range shots with this group here. Alright, fine, so we managed to tank everything there. Rough turn. What we're going to do is we're going to spend the Hospitalia med pack that was equipped with REIN and RAUSS. They brought it from Precipice. Discard this in the recovery step or event phase, which we're moving into. Move all wound counters from this explorer or an adjacent. Oh, I thought it was both. I'm not going to actually do that. Don't worry about that. I want to hold on to it. Yeah, we've still got a bit more wounds we can take. We're just going to roll the event phase then. 1. Each explorer loses 1 inspiration, so everyone was on 2+. So everyone's down to 1, Pious 1 down to 2. That's the inspiration for us all so far. End of the turn though, the grinding chamber will rotate. Man, that is rough. We'll move on to there, and then next turn, that's going to open up. Alright, just what we need. We're going to pile on, keep on moving. Don't go anywhere further. We're going to re-roll initiative, reshuffle initiative, see what happens. Bloody 4th turn. As we move into turn number 5, Blackstone Fortress, the Deathmaze. Alright, and here's initiative turn number 5. You wouldn't believe it if I didn't place it out for you. Pious, REIN and RAUSS, hostile group for the Chaos Beastmen. Thaddeus, group 3 Negavolts, group 1, number 2, back at the bottom once again. Like I said, you wouldn't believe it if I didn't draw it out for you and film it. That's good to go. Turn number 2. I guess actually. 1, 2. Pious is going to activate, moving straight into these guys first. We'll clear them out with cleansing flames and then run back onto the grinding chamber. Alright, so Pious moving 1, 2, 3 here. Bionic fibers in the legs. Activate the Vindicator chain blade and chop this guy to bits. Rolling 1 blue. That's a Greavy. And that's going to clear him off. So that's 2 activation dice, 1 more left. At range 1, he's going to make a sweep in with the Vindicator Flamer. Not as effective at this range, however, we get to attack everyone within the square. We do have 1 guy wounded, so square dice. Boom, enough to kill the wounded Lasgunner. And then the final 2 guys in here. 2 blankies, that's to be expected. We're going to spend 2 destiny dice to move. 1, 2, 3, and then 1. So he's going to wait for the grinding chamber to rotate next turn, which will be there. Wait a minute. Oh, I forgot how it was. Rattling Twins, REIN and RAUSS. REIN sniped, picked off the 2 Trader Guardsmen here, and the bros are going to move into the grinding chamber, waiting for its rotation. Hostile group number 4, that is the Chaos Beastmen. Do they reinforce? No, they do not. So activation, 025. Bazinga. And the grinding chamber is locked and loaded. Thaddeus the Purifier. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so Thaddeus has moved through the chamber around here to wait for that rotation. And we'll wrap up the rest of the hostiles for turn number 5. Alright, so these 3 remaining Trader Guardsmen, they simply held their position. No enemies in their line of sight, so they've chose to hold and await further orders. Meanwhile, rolled a 20, so this dude, Obsidius, is going to wait here. He is already at the closest, as close as he can be, waiting for that chamber to roll. These guys have now become empowered as a result of their psychic abilities, so they're going to be a bit tougher to combat when we see them, as that is the end of the turn. So the chamber is going to rotate. Alright, so that's going to open the way for Obsidius, but also going to open the way to the escape. So we've got our way out of the Deathmaze. We do need to kill Obsidius first, before we can successfully conquer the Stronghold and claim his Thunder Hammer, his ancient relic. So a bit of work to do. These guys are going to be waiting for it to rotate 1 more time. So they're going to keep occupied whilst Obsidius goes in a showdown with these 3. Plus those rogue psychers. Still not visible as long as we stay here. We've got some work to do. So we're going to reshuffle initiative. Roll on the event phase firstly. 2. Unfulfilled. Do not make a destiny dice roll. I keep getting that one. So shit. I don't need... I don't really need that now. We're hurting. We're hurting. We'll see what happens. Alright, initiative deck. Turn number 6. Thought I'd deal this out in real time for credibility. I don't need him going first. Oh man. Pious. He's blocked by the chamber. REIN and RAUSS. 025. Don't worry, we got some gambits we can make. Trader Guardsman. Oh, okay, they're not going last this time. Hostile Group 4, that's the Chaos Beastmans, Thaddeus, and then last but not least, Hostile Group 3, Negavolt Cultists. So, Hostile Group 1 will activate first. We cannot allow that. Obsidius will be deadly in melee range. We're going to spend a Gambit dice of 025, and he is going to try and bump his turn up the initiative track. So 025 making a Gambit. Yo! Again, lucky I filmed that, so you can believe it. Gonna go first. Let's go straight into it. He's got 2 more activation dice left. No destiny dice this roll. He will spend it now. Anzian's Pseudogenitor. Discard this card to take the following action. Dissection. So we're going to spend his 6-up activation to deal 6 wounds to Obsidius Mallex. Going down, baby. Bang, 1 red. Bang, 1 red. Then he has 1 2-up dice. Power clawing straight in. No muck around. Let's rip him to shreds. Oh! Can he make saves? Alright, so 025 uses Anzian Pseudogenitor, deals 6 wounds. Power Claw, deal 1 wound each. He is now on 8 wounds with a total wound of 12. So he's still got some kick left in him. Pious Vaughn up next. Pious Vaughn will simply, I know what Pious Vaughn will do. Pious Vaughn has to wait for the grinding chamber to rotate once again. The Deathmaze is a fickle system. Whilst he's waiting, Pious is going to unleash 2 Infernos, lighting up the field here to keep any hostiles off. So that's going to cover their back, and Pious can turn the focus towards the battle coming. REIN and RAUSS up next, ripping into the mighty Obsidius Mallex, Lord of the Blackstone Fortress. Alright baby, we ain't here to muck around. REIN and RAUSS, Rattling Twins, they are super equipped. They're going to load their homing rounds. They've got 2 homing rounds that they've collected through their journeys. We have been playing for over a year, exploring the Blackstone Fortress. 7 expeditions we've made so far, 3 strongholds we have conquered. All for this moment, well, all to get to what we're about to get to in this moment. So, time to take down Obsidius, who has been stalking us for so many expeditions. They're going to activate, shoot their stub pistols into the Chaos Lord. 1 guy in first. Blanky blankies. I'm going to allow that. Next guy in. 1 Grievous. So that's going to be 9 wounds. 9 plus 2, 11 wounds. Spend another activation on Double Trouble. This time I'm going to load the homing rounds. And that's enough. Homing rounds. Discard this after making an attack roll to change a failed result into a success. In addition, that attack ignores cover, which he doesn't have cover anyway. So that's going to be enough. That's going to be 12. The 12th wound delivered. Pow, pow, pow. I need to make that more epic, actually. The grinding chamber whirls to a halt, stopping in front of the Chaos Lord, Obsidius Mallex. Fools, you reside within my chamber. You cannot outlast me. 025 engages in fierce combat the man of iron, his mighty metal carapace, deflecting the blows of the thunder hammer, combating assault cannon versus plasma gun. The Rattling Twins lock and load, unleashing fire to support their robotic friend. REIN loads a homing round into his stub pistol. Alright, stand back. I'm ready to fire. Take cover. The wounded Obsidius Mallex takes a hit straight into his chest, piercing his armor and dropping him low to the ground. The Chaos Lord is defeated, his thunder hammer picked up by the mighty Imperial robot R025. Victory to our heroes, victory to our party. Oh yeah, baby. And that's what we want. They're going to move off over here as well. 1, 2. We're ready to take on these guys. They're empowered, but I'm not too fast. Alright, so Obsidius Mallex has been defeated. Our heroes now simply need to wait for the grinding chamber to rotate. Next turn, it will allow them all to start rushing. But we've got onslaught about to happen from the rogue psychers. So rolling on the behavior table, they are in close range. 8. Disrupt. 1 unspent activation is discarded. 1 explorer suffers a wound. So the boys take a wound. They're still good to go. They're inspired. They've still got 3 more wounds to go. So defeating the Chaos Lord Obsidius Mallex, REIN and RAUSS, the Rattling Twins rush across the chamber, looking to make it towards the escape shaft over here. They rush through in their haste, forgetting that other hostiles await within the Blackstone Fortress. The rogue psychers, empowered with dark psychic energy, unleash a volley of power onto the Rattling Twins, striking them low and suffering a wound. However, not enough to deliver any lasting damage. They get to their feet and await the arrival of their friends as we continue through the activations for turn number 6. Alright, finally, so we're drawing towards the end of this epic adventure. Stronghold assault the Deathmaze. We've defeated Obsidius Mallex and completed the primary objective of this stronghold. Now we need to escape his lair, which is about to happen as the chamber rotates once again. Still need to wait 1 more turn. We're good though. What's going to happen next? We're going to roll the event dice. Rolling the event dice. 17. 1 person gets an inspiration point. We're going to give that to Pius. So he's got back to 3 inspirations, which means he can inspire whenever he chooses. Alright, so initiative for turn number 7. Thaddeus, Chaos Beastman, Rogue Psychers, Negavolts, Trader Guardsman, REIN, Pius. We're good to go. Straight into it. Thaddeus will not make a move. He will make a rallying cry and recover Pius's Vaughn's lost wound. So Pius back to full health. Hostile group 4. Do they come back? Nope. Hostile group 1, what will they do? Number 2, they are at close range, so they will they'll fall back. What does fall back do? Okay, so fall back. Our rogue psychers will try and make a move to get out of sight of the Rattling Twins. However, that will not be possible. So they're going to attack the closest explorer that is in range and visible. So they're both empowered, so we're going to get 2 purples against the Rattlings. First with this guy into Rattling. 1 blank, 1 Grievous. To make 1 defense, which is a purple. Blank, so that's 1 Grievous to the Rattlings. Then second lot of attacks. This could kill them. This could kill them. 2 Grievous. This could kill them. 2 defense rolls. Oh, 1 saved, 1 cancelled out. 1 is going to be reduced from a Grievous to a regular, so they have 3 wounds, but they do survive. Oh, and luckily we saved my hospital med pack. Alright, Traded Guardsman, behavior roll 4. They are hidden, so they're going to sneak, so they're going to try and move closer. Moving towards the grinding chamber, however they will be too late. Pious going to move onto here and heal. REIN and RAUSS will use the med pack to recover entirely, and I'm going to end the turn. Rotation. Shuffle initiative and come back to you again. Roll the event phase. 20. Lucky Find draws a discovery card. Alright, Fino, and that's it. We've fast forwarded. The grinding chamber advanced and it allowed them to get off. They're going to use all their activation dice to move into the escape chamber. And lo and behold, our previous explorers, Janice Drake, Esperin Lacano, Amelin Shadowguard, and Diet Breck are all awaiting them finally. We lost them after Expedition Stronghold Assault number 2. So we're all reunited. How good is that? Janice Drake approaches the party.
You found us, friends. It's too early to celebrate yet. Our final obstacle remains. The hidden vault must be unlocked. Its secrets must be discovered. The fate of the Imperium rests upon it. Friends, you have braved the dangers of the Blackstone Fortress admirably so far. I must ask you to rally it again, one last time. The road to the hidden vault will be perilous, but we have unlocked its location and I'm confident in our abilities. Friends, gather with me one more time. May the Emperor protect. We cannot fail.
Alright, and that's it. I'm going to leave that there. A nice little cliffhanger ending. Fano, a long battle report. The Deathmaze Stronghold Assault started this at like 2 p.m. It is now 9 p.m. Oh, golly goodness. I can kind of see why I stopped filming off and on. This takes a lot of time. But good time was had. The Chaos Space Marines weren't as powerful. I don't know if I read the rules wrong or did something wrong there, but they were easier than expected. Let me know if I did bungle that at all, but it's too late at this point. We're about to go in and stomp. What else? Yeah, I don't know. We've picked up so many good equipment. The Hospitalia med pack, the homing rounds, the thing that let me deal 6 wounds to Obsidius in one go. Like, yeah, no one's going to stop us after 7 expeditions and 3 strongholds, 4th unconquered now. So the only challenge awaits is the hidden vault. We've got a full selection of explorers to choose from. Everyone's fully equipped, so we'll go back to one final break and precipice. Smash down the hidden vault. Open up that. Open this baby up. I'm so curious to see what's inside here. Do not open until the hidden vault quest has been completed. What's in here? I can't wait to find out. I hope you can't too. We'll be journeying there next week, finally, so don't you miss out. Blackstone Fortress, the final adventure so far. I don't have any of the expansions, so the final until I do pick up any expansions. Might get the dreaded amble, but this is a good place to leave it. What's in this envelope? We'll find out. We'll find out in the next adventure there, Fano. I hope you will join me. Your humble host, the Moldy Wargamer, bringing you tabletop gaming content. Enjoying it as well. thank you for joining me. It's been a long game, but I've enjoyed your company. Go back and watch my previous Blackstone videos. I do Warhammer Wednesdays. A bit of hiatus, hoping to bring this back regularly and Let's Play content as well. If you enjoyed anything I did, give it a thumbs up, share this video with your family, your friends, your Facebook groups. Show support for a humble wargamer from New Zealand. Subscribe to me on Twitter at maoriwargamer. Follow me on Twitter. All that good stuff. Subscribe to me on YouTube as well. Love to hear from you. But until next time, whānau, the Hidden Vault awaits. Thank you for watching this episode. Once again, I am New Zealand's #1, the Māori Wargamer. Thanks for watching. Ka kite. Anō.